New game. Load game. You saved the game. Elyon's soul. Left wall. There's some humans that simply cannot accept the reality perceived from other people. So they start to look around and search for another way, careless of the dogmas of others. You in game progression 58%. You're back in the map. There's some right wall. Humans can fail in their first attempt to find their path. It's normal. It is very unlikely to have success on the first try. It is not supposed to work that way. What really matters is to accept failure and use it as a new source of power. Humans can fail, back wall. Humans can fail even 2, 3, countless times. People will start to notice them and will be annoyed with them, since they are looking elsewhere. Like black sheep. Just don't care about them. As long as you're able to stand up after falling, it will never be the end. Humans that can be defined strong for real possess the power to always be able to stand up, no matter how many times they fall. A human who never, ever surrenders is always destined to triumph. So great is such a power. Humans can face flaw. Even when it really looks like the end, don't stop. Don't surrender. Stand up. Despite people laughing at you, watching your knees lying on the ground, just let them laugh. A new soul is about to awaken. Even when it... Ceiling. Wrist. Exit. Wrist. Ceiling. Elyon opens the door in the ceiling. As expected, the passage is still there. From here, what he can see is... different. Elyon is not tired anymore. Actually, has he always been so full of energy? Wrist. Exit. People are used to hearing from others that there's only one path to follow, without any exception. They hear that to the point of obsession. Then they join the others and perpetrate an endless and insane cycle. Who fails in following that path gets perceived by the others and themselves as a complete failure and crumbles. That is the curse of people. Tendonless door. Left wall, door. People focus too much on the exit and not on the door. Without a gate, there's no reason to create an exit, and so a wall will be destined to stay just a wall. An exit is a static being. Once created, it just exists and eventually gets destroyed. That is not the case with a gate. A gate means transition by definition. Humans with such awareness have the power to open gates anywhere. Nothing can block their path. Their path can be anything. People focus too much. Elyon reached level 7. 5,000 experience for the next level. You're back in the map. 10. Ceiling. Floor. Ceiling. When Elyon almost thought that it was the end, all that he had to do was change perspective. What's the point in expecting that a wall will turn into a door? After this change, everything has become clear, and his path has been revealed. A new source of power awakened inside him, but it's still unstable. Elyon exits the room. Outside, it's different. It's still his soul, but there's something strange. The environment, the physics, the feelings. Elyon is experiencing something new. This is an uncharted territory of his soul. For the same reason, the balance of this place is unstable, like that path at the bottom of this area. That road goes upwards and continues to the sky, or whatever is there instead of it. From the darkness comes some other shadows. They are floating scales. Both their plates are empty, yet not at the same level. You have reached Elyon's soul. Saving point. You saved the game. Darkness. Below. Broken balance. The battle. The battle ends. Elyon gains 170 experience points. Press go forth. Broken below. Darkness. Saving point. You saved the darkness. The darkness up there is different. It has countless shapes and patterns. It's a bit abstract. Below. Below this path, Elyon can only see the void. There's absolutely nothing there. He doesn't want to imagine what would happen if he fell from here. Not everyone has the guts to cross this path. Below this darkness. The darkness, broken balance. The battle. More than 75% life points. The battle ends. Elyon save you go for broken balance. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elyon saving Dhampir. Go forth. Save darkness. Broken. Go save you Dhampir. Go saving darkness. Go forth. The path leads upward. It's very steep. Despite this, Elyon can walk on it as if it's a straight road. The shards of his memories stopped to appear. Now most of the zone is filled with darkness. The few elements visible are illuminated like on a dark stage of a theatre, with a cone of light from above. Around the place there are grotesque beings which barely qualify to be defined humanoid. They wander in couples, and they are conjoined. Their skinless body has 2 legs, 2 arms. The missing limbs stick out from other positions of the body. Their heads are partially merged together. They also have a single heart, which is exposed. The pulsation is irregular. You have reached Elyon's soul. Darkness. Now the darkness is so dense, yet light comes out of it. What is darkness, ultimately? Now the darkness... Blood bubble. A bubble made of blood is floating in the middle of nothing. Inside it's filled with blood. Could such a thing ever happen in nature? Elyon can drain the blood inside, and so he gets 2 blood vials. You opened the inventory page. 46 blood vials. You're back in darkness. Blood bubble. Now the bubble is empty. Below. Are those hands? It almost seems like they would want to grab Elyon and drag him down, but they can't reach him. Elyon won't have to worry about them, unless he falls, of course. Are those... Sorrowful heart. The battle... Elyon is poised. The battle ends. Elyon gains 100. Below. Blood darkness to the previous area. You have reached you saved broken balance. The battle. More than 75% life points. Less than 75%. The battle ends. Elyon saving you dark below. Broken balance. The battle. The battle ends. Elyon, go forth. You have reached darkness, blood darkness. Now the darkness, below, sorrowful heart. The battle. Elyon is point. Less than 50%. The battle ends. Elyon, go further. Sorrowful heart. The battle. The battle ends. Elyon gains 1. Dark blood. Sorrow. Go, sorrowful heart. The battle. but go to the darkness, but sorrowful. Go further. After sinking and swimming in a pool of dense and liquid darkness, Elyon emerges, but he actually went upward. The path became steep to the point that it's almost vertical. Anyway, he has no problem and can walk normally through it. The laws of physics are starting to not apply in such an irrational place. Elyon keeps travelling, completely surrounded by darkness. He can only hear his fatigued breath and the steps. Just more darkness. Darkness, darkness, and darkness. In the end, Elyon can see a valley. There's a humanoid being at the very bottom of it. He keeps going towards him. Now he can see who that guy is. He's Elyon. Elyon stands a few meters from Elyon. You have reached Elyon's soul. Elyon. Elyon is not sure how to interact with that man who seems identical to him, but the other one will save him that effort. He's about to say something. He says that finally they meet. He was waiting for Elyon, and now they can have an actual conversation. Elyon is quite sure that the man in front of him is the culprit of his current instability, and so he tells him to stop and leave his soul, or he will regret it, whoever he is. The other Elyon replies that he's wrong. First of all, he's no less Elyon than him. Besides, Elyon is guilty for his situation. Even if he uses his dhampir powers at will, he still denies his half-vampire nature. That broke the balance of his soul, and when his dark side has been awakened, his half-vampire nature started to prevail on the half-human one. Elyon then asks what he should do. Surely he won't start to love vampires because of this. He even adds that, in other words, the man in front of him is the evil Elyon. Therefore he's saying that Elyon must defeat him. His dark side. The other Elyon has a disappointed look on his face. He replies that Elyon really doesn't understand. Despite his travel along the soul, his eyes have still to open. Good and evil are vague concepts. In any case, darkness has nothing to do with them. He adds that Elyon's progress is still not enough. He won't be able to understand at this rate. He decides that now they will have to duel. If Elyon won't prove worthy enough, then it will be him that will get control of Elyon's body in order to avoid a collapse of the soul. They both draw the sword. The duel starts now. The battle begins. Less than 50% life points. More than 75% life points. More than 75% life points. Less than 75% life points. The battle ends. Elyon gains 1,000 experience points. Elyon gets blood vial. Press Control to continue. Elyon expected to fight against a copy of himself, but actually their styles are quite different. His opponent, after a long time, stops the battle. He's satisfied with the result. Elyon wants to get some answers, not more questions. So now he expects the other Elyon to start talking. The other Elyon is ready to explain. So he wants Elyon to listen carefully. Humans cannot ignore nor escape from darkness, because that is their nature. When the door to the soul opens, they have to deal with darkness. If they can accept their nature, then they can handle the darkness, harmonize with it and become stronger. If that doesn't happen, the consequences are unpredictable, and in most cases it leads to what Elyon calls evil. Elyon doesn't understand one detail. What the hell is the creature in front of him then? If they are inside the body, they both share the mind and this place is the soul. Then who is he really? No matter his looks, they are different. He replies that darkness is not enough to describe him. He didn't start to exist together with Elyon, even if they are part of the same thing. He was born some time after. He says that he's Elyon's desire, the reason why Elyon hunts the creatures of the night. He even adds that the desire is like a seed which, one day, suddenly starts to exist and gets planted inside the soul of people. Without that seed, they can't be defined fully fledged humans. Elyon is trying to understand the meaning of his words, so he asks what this reason should be. He doesn't need a reason to do that. He just does it. The other Elyon says that beyond that answer lies an endless source of power. Still, he won't provide that answer to him. Elyon is perplexed. If such a power even exists, and it's hidden in that answer, then why should he refuse to speak? He seems to know it. But then it is even more strange, since they need more power to restore the balance of the soul. Then again, against who are they fighting inside this soul, if not even the other Elyon is the half-vampire nature of Elyon? The reason why he won't answer that is because answers, especially the most important ones, should be found, not asked. That's not how awareness is passed on. Only knowledge works in that way. But there's no contest between awareness and knowledge. The most trivial example that he can provide to Elyon is death. Even if humans know that one day they will inevitably die, it will never weigh like when that day comes, they are aware of oncoming death. This weight is the power he's talking about. A power that Elyon can't even imagine. Such an answer lies way beyond the goal of defeating Dracula, or even the current need to stop the rampage of the half-vampire nature of Elyon. Speaking of which, he says that they cannot see it because, at the moment, it's outside. It has the control of Elyon's body. Elyon is shocked. He's afraid of what it could do. As they speak, the other Elyon already accepted to help him after the duel. It seems like working together, they will be able to restore the balance. From the soul, There's no part of Elyon which cannot be reached. He also invites him to search for this answer on his path, and to not let the half-vampire nature prevail once more. If he is able to accept his whole nature, then Elyon's power will even surpass their simple sum. Such is the potential of a half-blood. Elyon then asks what he has to do now. The other Elyon says that this answer is simple. He just has to go beyond. Saying that, he turns into a mass of darkness. The mass envelops Elyon and then merges with him. He doesn't feel stronger, but he feels something inside. He's never ever been as powerful as now. The path finally reveals. It seems really vertical. Anyway, he can see a light over there. It's time to go. Go beyond. Elyon. Go beyond. Elyon. Go beyond. Elyon opens his eyes. The first thing he can see is the crown of a tree. His head lies at the foot of that tree. He returned from his travels and is at the meeting point. Elyon feels normal. It looks like the problem is solved. Nearby there's Alucard sitting on the usual rock. He notices his awakening. You have reached meeting point, saving point. You saved the game. You in game progression 60%. You're back in the map. You opened the inventory page 48. You're back. Tree, rock, tree. Between tasks, medical kit. Alucard usually puts some transfusion bags inside the medical kit periodically, and based on what he says, he doesn't need them. He can rely on his personal supply of blood vials. So Elyon just picks them up and transfers the blood inside the vials he creates, with the crystallization of his dhampir powers. This time there are 3 transfusion bags, so Elyon gets 3 blood vials. Tree, saving. You saved the rock. Alucard. To the capital, Alucard. Elyon greets Alucard. He seems exhausted. Alucard says that it's okay. He managed to defeat Galmoth and obtained the time power. Now he just needs to get some rest. Elyon has never seen him in this condition. He can't imagine what kind of battle he fought. He also asks what happened to him. Alucard saw him wander around with a different look, and then Elyon assaulted him. He tried his best not to harm him, until, luckily, Elyon fainted. Alucard doesn't have any idea what happened to Elyon, but now he can see a different look in his eyes. Now he has the proper state of mind to fight Dracula. Anyway, Elyon says what he discovered inside the mansion. Alucard heard a long time ago from his father about the Forgotten One, but actually, he didn't know he was still alive. That colossal beast posed a threat even for Dracula, back when he was free, and the world should never know about his existence. Such is the monster they wanted to restore to his full strength. If he's still alive, then he must have been sealed from Dracula. Yet, according to how much time has passed, now he should be in an awful condition. So Alucard asks Elyon to kill the Forgotten One. If there's even the smallest possibility that someone knows a way to unleash his original power, then the problem must be eliminated at the root. Even if it could be a way to defeat Dracula, Alucard says that raw strength is not the right solution. Elyon asks what he means. Alucard claims that the Lord of Darkness would disappear without even fighting, in a world where even just half of mankind would achieve the same state of soul that Alucard and Elyon reached. Unfortunately, they don't have the luxury of time to wait for that day to come. So they will have to compensate for the lack of that energy with their own strength. As Alucard told him before, without that type of resolution, Dracula will be able to bend the will of any challenger. Now, if Elyon would be able to finish the Forgotten One, then they would be ready to fulfill their mission. Elyon accepts the task and gets ready to go into the place in which that beast still breathes. To the Forgotten One's prison. Saving point. You saved the game. You in battle. Game progression 60%. You're back in the map. To the Forgotten One's prison. Elyon reaches the place. At the foot of a mountain chain there's a cave hidden quite well, so he enters. It's very dark. Apparently it's just a wide area without any passage inside. Elyon takes some time to make an accurate inspection, and then he finds a very narrow and high fissure in the wall. It's deep enough to not be able to see the bottom. Elyon tries to morph into mist and pass through it. It worked. After many meters, he's inside another space. It leads downward. At the end of the path, Elyon finds a great double door. He draws some effort and opens it. A very strong wind current comes from it. Elyon closes his eyes and covers his face with one hand. Now before him there's an immense area. It extends for about 100 meters. He takes some steps forward, and below him there's a bottomless chasm. It's so deep that from here Elyon can only see black. The only way to proceed is an old and wooden stairway fixed onto the walls, which descends following a spiral pattern. He would be tempted to proceed flying down as a bat. Actually, he already tried to morph, but the relic won't work. The only possible explanation is that inside this area, a ritual has been performed which seals the magic. Elyon wonders if that was an extra measure to seal the Forgotten One, or if it's to hide this place. Before he starts to walk, a tremendous growl comes from the abyss. It must be him. He starts to make chilling moans and growls. Elyon hesitates for a moment, but then he's ready to go. You have reached prison, beginning of stairway. Stairs. A very long descent just started. The entrance is already distant, but below there's still just a void. A very long stairs. Watch out! The stair that Elyon's foot just touched is broken. Elyon steps back just in time. After hitting a rock wall below, Elyon didn't hear any other sound. Is that hole bottomless for real? Watch out! stairs. What if a whole block of stairs collapses? This wood seems very old. According to Alucard, this place has existed for centuries. Elyon wouldn't be able to return back with the help of the relics. What if a whole... Stairs. Still nothing? Elyon is witnessing the same scene over and over. A travel along a spiral path of stairs. Is that an endless loop? Still... Stairs. An hour passes. Nothing changed. Elyon doesn't want to think that he will have to climb this stairway, even to return back. To the middle of the stairway. The stairs never end. The noises get louder, and finally from the void emerges a building, which must be the actual cage of the Forgotten One. As Elyon gets closer, a hideous stench forces him to cover his nose. It's the smell of decomposition. You have reached prison, middle of stairway. Stairs. Elyon can finally see something. The ceiling of the cage has a hexagonal shape, but the entrance is not there. Stairs. Until now, from above, the cage seemed suspended in the middle of nothing. But actually there are 6 gigantic chains which come from the walls, and they hold the cage. Stairs. Elyon is tired of walking along the stairway. Just reaching its end is an achievement on its own. Elyon is... Stairs. Elyon has reached the height of the ceiling of the cage. From here, he can see some embrasure along the way. It's too dark to see inside them. The terrible smell comes from there. Elyon feels sick. Elyon has... Stairs. From here, Elyon can see the end of the stairway. There's an eerie metal door down there. The size of the door is good enough for a humanoid to pass through, so it's not designed for the prisoner. Elyon never saw such a prison before. Actually, in any other place, a similar one shouldn't exist. From here... Metal door. Elyon enters the building. A gigantic and humanoid creature is bound with countless chains. Only one arm is attached to his body. Below the belly, the rest of the body is missing. Lots of huge worms are feasting on his entrails. Terrifying moans and growls come from his mouth. The mouth has a bite applied on it, and he's hung on the ceiling by a chain, which comes from it and is wrapped around his neck. The air is impregnated with his pain, rage, and hatred. It's so evident that Elyon could almost touch it with his hands. Despite the conditions of that creature, he emits an immense amount of power, and, even if Elyon wanted to retreat, the door behind him locked with an automatic mechanism. One single battle won't be enough to defeat such a colossal monster. You have reached Forgotten One, Heart. To the middle of the stairway, upward, to the pool of blood. Many meters below, there's a huge pool of blood. The scent that comes from below. It's poison. The Forgotten One's blood is poisonous. This is the first time that a dhampir like Elyon is not allowed to obtain some blood from an organic creature. Many maggots. They must be the maggots of the giant worms. Through the centuries, how many generations of those worms are born and feast with his body? They must be heart, upward. Elyon can use the relics inside the cage. Before reaching the platforms above, he must destroy the heart. To the middle of the stairway, the door is locked. Elyon won't be able to escape until he finishes his job. Pool, maggots, heart. As Elyon gets closer to destroy the heart, the huge worms which were attached to it fall toward him. They are countless. A true horde of them surround Elyon. He can't tell if they are guarding the heart, or they just don't want to lose their source of nourishment. He will have to deal with them before attacking the heart. Still, they keep coming out from the skin flaps, still attached, next to the heart. The battle begins. Elyon is poisoned. More than 75% life points. Less than 75. More than 75% life points. Elyon is poisoned. Less than 75% life points. One 100% life points. The battle ends. Elyon gains 500 experience points. Press Control to continue. Elyon destroys the heart. It explodes like a bubble. He avoids the poisonous blood, which is now scattered everywhere. From above, the Forgotten One gets angry and screams. He broke the chains which restrain his arm. Elyon must fly to the platforms up there. To the middle of pool of maggots. Pool many meters below. Upward to the middle of upward. As a bat, Elyon flies above and reaches a platform some meters above. From here, he will be able to attack that gargantuan arm, which is his next target. You have reached Chain, Forgotten One. Those fragments are greater than Elyon's body. What a tremendous strength. Those platforms. Those 3 adjacent platforms are large and solid enough to withstand the impact of that arm. Elyon can fight here. Those arm, downward, arm. The Forgotten One swings the arm. That was very fast. It's hard to dodge due to its size, but Elyon should really avoid being hit. The battle begins. Less than 50% life, more than 75% life points. Less than 75% life points. More than 75% life points. The battle ends. Elyon gains 700 experience points. Press Control to continue. One last slash. The arm doesn't move anymore. Maybe Elyon managed to cut the tendons. Deafening shouts come from above. The Forgotten One goes berserk. His jaws destroy the bite applied to his mouth and grind angrily. The next battle up there will be the last one. Downward, upward. Elyon morphs into a bat and lands on a platform which is near the Forgotten One's head. An iron mask covers the whole head, except the mouth and a pair of huge horns above his head. The monster is inhaling a lot of air. You have reached Forgotten One's ceiling. That ceiling should be tens of meters thick. Still, a part of it has been worn out from below. Is that Forgotten One's doing? Yet the material of the building should be really resistant. That head. Suddenly, an immense beam of dark energy comes out from his mouth. Elyon turned into mist just in time. It seems even more dangerous than its arm. Aside from that, he's wildly shouting toward Elyon. The noise is so powerful that it's a true weapon. The battle
More than
begins.
75% life. Less than 70. Less than. Less than 50% life points. Less than 50% life points. Life points.
The battle ends.
Elyon gains 800 experience points.
Press Control to continue. After one last snash, the head, after some spasms, stops moving and leans toward his own right shoulder. The Forgotten One is dead. Elyon feels uneasy. This is pretty much a murderer on commission, on a restrained target. Still, if he imagines how strong the Forgotten One would have been in his original state, he should avoid thinking about it. It's time to go back. Alucard is waiting. Downward, ceiling, head. Downward, ceiling, head. What did he feel when Elyon came to kill him and saw himself slowly dying? Elyon just wants to go away. What did he feel? Downward. You have upward, downward. You have to the middle, forgotten. You have reached prison, middle of stairway. Elyon can finally see something. The ceiling of the cage has a hexagonal shape. Stairs. Elyon can finally see something. Stairs. Until now. Stairs. Elyon is tired of stairs. Elyon has reached the height of the stair. From here, Elyon to the beginning. You have reached prison, beginning of stairway. Stairs. A very long descent. Stairs. Experience. Elyon reached level
7. 430.
You're back in the map. Watch out. The stair that Elyon's foot just touched is broken. Elyon steps back just in time. After hitting a rock wall below, Elyon didn't hear any. Stairs. What if a whole block of stairs collapses? This would... What? Stair. Still nothing? Elyon is witnessing the same scene. Stairs. An hour passes. Two out. You have reached meeting point. Saving point. You saved the game. Tree. Medical kit. Rock. Alucard. Elyon accomplished the task. It seems like Alucard is in good shape now. He congratulates Elyon. Now there's one last thing he wants to do before the last mission. Challenge Elyon to a duel. He didn't expect this request. He wants to ask something of Alucard, but his gaze... Those eyes are not those of someone to ask a question. Elyon, without saying a word, extracts the sword and prepares for the battle. He can't imagine a stronger fencer than him. Also, his metamorphosis is on another level, and since his wolf shape is made of magic, Elyon's silver dagger is worthless against that. Alucard gets up and wields his sword. He takes a few steps and then he stops in his battle stance. He points his blade toward Elyon. The duel starts. Battle begins. The battle ends. Elyon gains 1,000 experience points. Elyon increases his experience level. Elyon gets Blood Vial. Press Control to continue. After a fierce match, Alucard stops the duel. Now he's certain that it's time to defeat Dracula. Elyon thought that the battle against the Forgotten One was enough to test his skills. Alucard replies that this wasn't a test. When he uses the time power, he won't be able to fight with all his strength, in order to maintain the effect of the time spell, and that is why he needs the help of Elyon. Together, they will triumph against the Lord of Darkness. Alucard will entrust his life to Elyon, so he needed to see with his own eyes his true value. Now Alucard starts to concentrate, and starts to chant an ancient spell. Ancient, like the birth of the planet. The time spell. His hands caress the strings of magic,
a tissue which imbues any place of this planet. This is the most raw shape that the energy of the universe can assume in order to be manipulated by a mortal being. Elyon can only witness what is happening while his mouth stays open. As the strings get pulled by Alucard's hands, timeline wavers, emitting a sound. Timeline wavers, emitting a sound impossible to describe with words. Alucard's expression doesn't change even a little. Only one mistake and unspeakable consequences will spill over the entire universe. That's how terrifying the time power is. The spell is finished. Alucard sealed Dracula's castle time flow. Dracula won't be able to interact with the castle anymore. Now it's really time to go to Dracula's castle. Alucard has already left the place. Elyon should do the same. To the catacomb, to the capital, rock, to the capital, to the catacombs of oblivion, to the lake stronghold, to the chaos tower, to the mansion, to the Forgotten One's prison, to Dracula's castle. Saving point. You saved the game. You opened the inventory page. 47. Blood vial. You're back in the Quit. Hell.